Meanwhile, President Biden's new executive order to turn away migrants seeking asylum marks a major policy shift for his administration, and it's meant to reflect the concerns of some voters about the influx of immigrants through the border. But as Aoife Kane tells us, the new order also has an exemption for unaccompanied children who make the journey to seek asylum here in the U.S.
A pivot in border policy effective immediately. President Biden's executive order prevents most migrants from seeking asylum.
The executive authority is available to me as president to do what I can on my own to address the border.
Arizona Democrats praised the president's order. Senator Mark Kelly and Representative Greg Stanton showed their support at the White House.
We're at this point where the White House is taking some steps that I truly believe is going to make a big difference.
The order cracks down on illegal migrant crossings but makes exceptions for unaccompanied children who are seeking asylum. Manuel Ruiz, the chair of the Santa Cruz County Board of Supervisors, has first-hand experience with the influx of immigrants through Nogales. He's not sure whether the exception for minors will encourage more to cross the border.
You know, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I know that what we saw in Nogales was a mixture of mothers and young children, but there was also a huge West African contingent of young men that were coming across.
According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection in Arizona, the number of encounters with unaccompanied children at the border is rising.
I mean, you have children who have, no legal rights on their own, and they're not traveling with anyone that can ensure the protection of their rights. So they're often, fall prey to people who want to capitalize and exploit them, right? Human traffickers or criminal entities who want to take advantage of them.
Jennifer Podkuhl is Chief of Global Policy and Advocacy for Kids in Need of Defense.
The most important and protective measure for a child is being with family. So any policy that does not promote family unity is going to hurt children.
One concern is that this executive order will incentivize families to send their children to the border alone in order to seek asylum. In a press call, a senior Biden advisor said that they don't think this will happen and that they're monitoring the situation on the ground week by week. In Washington, Aoife Kane, Cronkite News.
The 2024 Arizona Voters Agenda Survey found that 82% of Arizona voters agree that the influx of immigrants at the border is international humanitarian crisis and that leaders must work to find a bipartisan solution.